About to be. Oh, we are live right now. Hey, hey, hey! Right over. Just kidding. Max, love your face. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our team. It is another Wednesday night with Team in the Black, and tonight we are fresh from the event in Nashville, and we're gonna tell you a little bit about it, some takeaways what we learned, and the new direction of the team where we're going. And John Newton, for those of you who know, for those of you who don't know, he will end us off with the traffic range that we have. Let him get into that, and really, some of you guys know, you know what you need, and really to take part of it, you got to see some initiative. But like I said, he will talk more about that. So, Max, how you feeling tonight, buddy?
I feel awesome, dude. I'm actually it's weird. Like, 'cause now I'm home again.
Yeah,
It feels like the event was like a lifetime ago already.
same.
It's weird, but yeah, I just gotta say, man, Unleashed was pretty epic. It was I wasn't there for Friday. I was taking care of some person. I got there really late Friday night, but Saturday and Sunday's training was sick. We actually, for those of you guys that don't know this already, like Empower actually filmed the new level up formula like at the event, and I'm pretty sure
That's
that all of
rough.
us are actually. I mean, we were there for the live filming of it, but I'm almost sure that like we're all gonna be in like some part of the level up funnel or the because they had a whole film crew there doing like a documentary on some of the seven-figure income earners in Empower. Results not typical. Please see income disclosure at Empower Network / income. But and then they had and then they were doing like this whole documentary thing on the culture of Empower, and it was great, man. I mean, there were people from all over the world there. It wasn't just like locals. I mean, there were guys from New Zealand, the whole. I don't want to say the whole, but I mean, there's a bunch of dudes from Portugal and Venezuela and South America and you know New Zealand and Australia, and people traveled from from Germany and whatever to get there. It was a really fun event. It was great seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while. It was great meeting new people that I never met before. Um, and I don't know, man. And me and John drank an entire fifth of Gentleman Jack uh, Saturday night, and got to talking about the future of In the Black, and um, that I think right there was one of the best parts of the entire event. Just to sit down with Matt and John and discuss the future of what we want to do with the group and where we're gonna go and just where we're headed in general. Because what you guys got to realize is that like we're not the most active like Facebookers, to say the least, but like we're constantly thinking about success. You know what I mean? We're constantly working on perfecting our craft, and we're constantly, doing what we need to do and doing the research and putting in the work to better ourselves, to better ourselves as not just people, but as business people, as marketers, as entrepreneurs, and everything. And we do look at everybody that is active in this group as part of that. Like we honestly, and it was awesome to see Gary, man. Because I never met Gary before, and just to sit down and have lunch with everybody and talk about what we want to do and talk about the literally the future and what we want to do in the next 90 days. So for those of you guys that are on this and are active and know what's about to happen, get excited because we're about to crank some shit like really into high gear. And yeah, then I'm not even gonna tell. I'm not even gonna reveal some of the other stuff. That's gonna be saved for a later date. But it was great, dude. I mean, events are always powerful. Events are always awesome, and I can't wait for Vegas.
Vegas, baby. We're going back to Vegas.
Yeah,
John, my friend, it's good to see you. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, doing good. Yeah, I think I told you guys, and I told a lot of people that I talked to. I actually rode on the plane coming back with Amy Starr Allen, and I just told her that
Lucky.
that uh, I thought that was the best event that I had been to. And part of the reason, so essentially, if you guys weren't there, basically what they're doing is they're creating a new sequence to kind of be part of the Y funnel next to the level up sequence, and it's all sort of training based. And so what they did was they did high level training for each one of the modules inside Empower Network, and it's taught by a leader inside Empower. And I'll tell you, so they got their stories straight. They had their plan set. They knew what they were teaching. It was super high value, and people are going to get a ton of value and knowledge, and just it's going to be pretty awesome when it all rolls out. Now that's anticipated to roll out like May 22nd at the earliest. They're not promising that date, but that's the hoped for date. They want to roll it out by May 22nd. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully that will increase conversions for everybody. But anyway, so that was really good news. That was good to hear. And then let's see, the other thing that they talked about was the new premium side of the Collado blog. It's going to be called well, actually, I take that back. So I think you guys all saw that we have a new platform that's going to be rolled out, I think, in May too, correct, you guys? It's still sort of in beta format, but it's Collado brand platform, and that's basically the business version of Collado. And there's a link inside of the Collado group if you guys haven't seen it, but you can go out there and take a look at what the new business side of the Collado blog is going to look like. It's awesome. I mean, they did a super professional job in building that website. When people go out to see that, it's going to convert a lot of business related blog sales, I think. So I'm super stoked about that because I come out of the business world, and so does Max. And so I don't really come out of the MLM world. I think about it from a business perspective, and I think that's going to help us build a lot of new customers into our platform. And we'll talk about that as time goes on, kind of how to sell that. But and then as part of that rollout, they're also rolling out what they're calling Collado Premium platform, which is going to be $97 a month. With that, you're going to get 10 blogs, so that's pretty awesome. Which is cool. I mean, when you think about it, who can keep up with 10 blogs, right? But if you have specialty things that you want to do, like I'm doing some affiliate marketing for some other stuff, so now I can create blog sites for each one of those affiliate products and drive traffic to that. So that's pretty cool. So that'll be good. And let Mac talk about some of the commission changes, but they didn't really change the comp plan per se. What they're doing is they're adding to the comp plan. They're making some additions to the comp plan that basically is going to allow everybody to make some additional money and also allow brand new people to earn some commissions faster. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm super stoked about what's coming down the pike, and I thought if you guys weren't there, you guys probably saw pictures of that place in Nashville. Oh my God, that place was awesome. That place was incredible. So I hope someday we can go back there either as a team, or I told my wife Jody we're definitely going back there at some point. So anyway, yeah, lot of value from it, and I'm ready to get rolling. So anxious to get it cranking, you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean that place was. I've never been to a Gaylord hotel, and there's one where I live up here in Maryland, and that place is huge. It was like walking into like an amusement park, and I got lost a couple times. I'm trying to remember, one way to get to like the gym or some like cafe, and trying to remember like the short way instead of going like the way that took you like 15 minutes to walk around. That's how big it was. And as John said, like one of the changes they're making with the comp plan is that they've changed it in a way that they've added depth to it. So before, the way it's been set up is that if you had someone, let's say like they gave Tracy Walker as an example, who's like a million dollar earner, but if she had someone like down that was like, I think they said for example that was like 12 levels deep, there wasn't really a financial incentive for her to help the person out, except for her to help them out because that's her team. Now what they've done is that once you hit certain income ranks, like 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, you then make like an extra like it's like I don't remember what it was exactly, but it goes I think from like $10 for each person in each level, then $5 at infinity, because now what you have is the ability to actually build depth in your business and actually make some extra residuals. And the great thing about it is that as Dave Wood was on stage, as he was on stage explaining it, that this wasn't a thing where okay you hit that rank and then all of a sudden it goes in effect like next month. Like the day you hit like you made 10 a month consistently, where the case may be, your income shoots up like that moment. Like it was insane, and I don't think I necessarily understood like the full combination, the full plan as they've modified it. But when they expand it out at the potential what you have, where now you can actually get someone on your team, get their person, get their first sales, and just keep going down and help your team grow. The amount of money you can make now, it just went from like, oh, I'm making money on my front line to now just imagine seeing like the tip of the iceberg, and then below it's just massive like monstrosity of like money you can make. That's the best way I can explain it. Max and John, I think you understand where I'm coming from. Where it's like I'm trying to explain it, you're like I get it, but I see the big picture, and it's crazy how they change it. And that was one of the big things that they made, which is great. But the event itself, I mean, the value that I got from it, and I made a lot of connections at the events. It's one of the great things when you network people. I found that there are a lot of other veterans who've come into this industry. I wasn't the only one. Like, as when you talk about marketing going after other veterans, I felt like I was the only person. I am not the only person in this game. Anthony Williams, the one of the iPass 2 coaches, the head coach of iPass 2, is a former Marine. Connect with him. Him and I are talking next Monday via Skype. Another guy named Xavier, who was a soldier. He'd been deployed 3 times, and now is working at Chipotle, which is complete bullshit. And I met so many other guys, 2 other veterans. One guy runs his own radio show. All he has in his team is other veterans. I met another guy, and what we're going to try and do is connect and maximize, see what we can do to have like other veterans come in this thing because they need help like there's no tomorrow. One of the biggest things, and then the other thing I can tell you guys is that from the event, the biggest theme we got, or I can say 2 themes, was telling your story and telling your vision to the world. Not hype, not doing this, just being authentic, being real, telling your story to people and telling your vision, what you want to do, because that's what brings people to you. And in addition to that, along with being in the live filming of the level up sequence, was great because they gave you training. There's audience participation in it, people making jokes. Oh, one last thing too, I forgot. I'm going off on a tangent now. In addition to the income changes, we now officially have recognition ranks in the company, which is foreign to Empower. Other companies I've been in where like an Amway you hit diamond, and Prepaid Legal you hit like executive director. Now I laugh because these ranks are like sound kind of dumb, but they're still kind of cool. Where you can, and guys, feel free to chime in on this too. Now the first rank you hit is boss, and then once you created 5 people to hit boss, you become a boss maker. But after that, it gets kind of serious where you hit I think it goes gold, platinum, gold. So you hit gold when you hit 10,000 a month, then you hit platinum when you hit 20,000 a month, and you hit diamond when you hit 30,000 a month. Am I right on that, John?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. But the fact that it breaks down, it's kind of funny.
So all of those bonuses that Matt talked about, like the $5, whatever it was, 540, 520, and 1040, all of those
Ugh.
bonuses all relate to either gold, platinum, or diamond level. So, and to be honest with you, I don't think anybody other than Dave Wood really understands everything like completely yet.
Mhm.
In fact, I saw somebody in the Colado uh, Facebook group say, one of the Ian Sport people say, well, we're still not totally clear on it. We're going to get training on it soon.
Oh God, no one understands. It's like what?
So, I don't really care. It's just like whatever.
Yeah.
That's Dave Wood's thing, and he's got that mental monster that keeps rolling around inside of his head. So he's got the thing down cold. But yeah, it was pretty fun. But yeah,
But it
so
works.
yeah, I think the bottom line is make sure that you're at least gold, right?
Yeah, you and gold's like the magical like rank because he was saying that once you go and you maintain it for like 3 months consistently and everything else, that you could become $1 million earner within like 2 years or 3 years? Basically within 2 years, right? Yeah, that's what he was saying. And those changes are huge just because in the beginning when I first got in, it was just you make residuals on those that you brought in and kept in your front line, and then they change it where the first person that you bring in now, their first person goes to you, where you can actually at a death, where you pass up your first sale, and now it's like we're going to add on to that, so it's crazy. But this event definitely, besides the compensation changes, really having an experience of meeting other people, being involved in the filming of the new level up, which I think it's better. I believe it will be better because of the fact that the other one, it was good. It wasn't really given the heart of Empower Network, and it was just really recorded and the person on there. This has live people. Obviously, it was recorded, but it was recorded from a live audience with people there chanting, interacting. Like I think even some people spoke. They gave people the mic and stuff. Wow, this is a new sales video with actual people, which I've never seen. Every sales video I've seen, it's always recorded using an office, and it's real. But to have actual audience participation with people on stage giving their stories and they're being real honest, it'll convert way better because people don't feel like, oh, you're trying to get my money. It's I can relate to these people. I like them. I see the value in this. This makes sense to like to upgrade, and that is just beats anything I've ever seen in my life. So with that being said, I have nothing else to share about the event. It was great. Vegas is gonna be awesome. Hot as hell. Still awesome anyways. So, any guys got any last thoughts about this before we jump into the traffic?
No, just one real quick thing. So what they have is this boss and boss maker deal. So basically, a boss is when you bring in 5 people, you become a boss. And then when you have one person that brings in 5, you're a boss maker. That's what Dave Wood called. That's classic Dave Wood. But it occurred to me later that part of the reason that they did that is ultimately it makes sense for how you kind of build your income exponentially, because when you think about it, um, in the comp plan you're passing up essentially about 20% of your business to your upline, right? So if you go out there and you continue to build in increments of 5, well, essentially you're keeping 4 and you're passing up 1. And that's really kind of, I think the idea behind that is they want everybody to start thinking about 5s, because you're ultimately passing up one of those, and that's how the power of the income stream gets built. I really think that's, I don't know what you guys think, but that's kind of how what I got out of it was that's sort of how they're building it. So anyway, whatever. Bottom line is just sell. So
Pretty much. Just get out there and produce.
So Max, I'll just talk about this traffic stuff real quick if you don't have anything else. Okay, cool.
Rock and roll, dude. Do your thing.
Yeah. So we weren't going to spend a lot of time on the hangout tonight because essentially the thing that Max and I talked about the other night was kind of the direction, where we want to go, how we want to approach things, and things that we want to try and create for everybody on the team and create a duplicatable method. And last week I posted basically in our group that the time has come. I've been working with the VIX data guy for a long time, as you guys know. It's been really hard to track him down. I finally have got him down. He's motivated. He's ready to go. So we're going to be getting data, basically leads, if you will, to be able to run traffic to our offers. So that's the deal. So I posted last week. If you guys are interested, you need to let me know, and we're going to get rocking and rolling on this thing. But as a result of that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to create a mastermind around that group, and then for the next few weeks, we're probably not going to have any team hangouts, and instead, we're going to be masterminding traffic and successes and landing pages and conversions and messaging and everything else associated with all of that. So if you guys are watching this and you haven't let us know right away because we're getting going on this immediately. And so I've already had communications with the people that have talked to us, that have let us know that they are interested in this, and so you just need to let us know. But that's what we're going to be doing. We're not abandoning the team or doing anything like that, but ultimately what we're trying to do is create a sustainable system within this team that we can not only build for ourselves but build for our downline as well, because ultimately the power of a team and the power of what we're trying to do is something that's duplicatable, and that actually dovetailed perfectly with what this weekend was all about, because essentially with the comp plan changes, what they were trying to do is create a massively duplicatable method for everyone to make money, so that even though you're passing up your first, third, and fifth sales, you're still going to make some money if you're doing the right kinds of things. And so what we're going to do is basically mastermind everybody's success so that we can hit the ground running with this traffic. So that's kind of the process. Now, we've been talking a lot about funnels in the last few weeks, and essentially one of the requirements for doing this is you have to have a funnel. You have to have some kind of system already built that is self-branded to you at some level. So that's one of the major requirements. But anyway, I'm not going to belabor the point. Everybody kind of knows where we're going with it, and those who have indicated an interest kind of know what's up with it, and we're going to go through that in more detail later. But that's the deal. So I encourage you guys, if you have interest, let us know, and otherwise, we'll keep in touch and let you know how things are going. So that's basically about it. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail that we don't really need to here. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, just reach out to me personally and ask me. But that's kind of the scoop on that. So that is it. And here's the bottom line. And I told these guys at lunch in Nashville that we're not going to the next event without red lanyards at a minimum. And if you guys have been to events, you kind of know that you get lanyards for your tags when you get into the events, and anybody who has a red lanyard has done $10,000 worth of income. I'm pretty sure these are the numbers. Maybe you guys know different, but I'm pretty sure it's $10,000 in the prior 3 months, and a black lanyard is $25,000. So at a minimum, that's what we're doing. That's the goal. That's the objective. That's where this team is headed. So quite frankly, we're going to do this, with or without you guys. However it is, we're going to make this happen. I'm not waiting. I'm sick and tired of waiting around. And I've told the data guy that we're ready. So anyway, I'm not. This is it. We're not going to the next event without doing that. So I hope you guys are with us. I think that's a vision that you guys can kind of grab onto. I think everybody wants to make money and have success, and that's what our plan is. Period. So nothing else matters, quite frankly. Leads don't matter. Lead conversions to opt-ins don't matter. Nothing matters but business and sales and revenue for each and every one of us. And so, that's my plan. That's how I plan on helping everybody on this team, and we're going to make this happen. So anyway, super excited for you guys who jump on board, and it's going to be a fun ride. So with that, that's all I got.
Aye, Captain. No, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. All it breaks down to, we got into this to make money, and we need to make money. And that's how we're going to do it.
Yeah, it's no reason. That's why we're in business, right? Period. So.
Cool. Well, it has been said. Therefore, it is done. Everyone else, see you the next event. Good night.